الموضوع الإيجابي. In my opinion, الموضوع is necessary, ضروري nowadays, and may have good and positive effects. آثار إيجابية on all of us. I think so. As الموضوع may bring يجلب all the good كل الخير to our society. We Egyptians always react and تفاعل well to what is good and react badly when نتفاعل سيئا to what is bad. In fact, it's impossible, مستحيل to lead a happy life, نحي حياة سعيدة without الموضوع, as it is one of our chief sources of wealth. مصادر رئيسية للثروة. With the help of الموضوع, we can realize نحقق progress, تقدم and development, تنمية. The government must exploit تستغل all our natural resources, مصادر طبيعية, and does its best to encourage الموضوع. To raise يرفع the standard living, مستوى معيشة, of citizens, مواطنين. No wonder if we say that الموضوع has its good and positive effects, آثار إيجابية, on us. الموضوع is considered an important step, خطوة هامة, to improve, يحسن, and develop, ينمي one society. We all agree that الموضوع is one of the most important things in our life and has its vital role, دور حيوي nowadays. الموضوع السلبي, it's out of discussion, خارج النقاش, that the problem of الموضوع doesn't bring تجلب happiness, سعادة, and development, تنمية, to our society. We must exploit نستغل all our resources, موارد, and do our best to find suitable answers, حلول مناسبة الموضوع. In my opinion, this problem hinder تعوق progress, تقدم, and development. In my point of view, في وجهة نظري, I believe that الموضوع is serious, خطير, and harmful, ضار, and may have bad and negative effects, آثار سيئة وسلبية us. I see that الموضوع stands for يمثل an obstacle, عقبة, in the way of our progress, طريق التقدم. Hence, لذا our state دولة spares no effort, لا تدخل جهد, to put an end وضع حد لها, to it. We should unite, نتحد, cooperate, and stand, نقف shoulder to shoulder, كتفا بكتف, against الموضوع. The government must try to overcome تتغلب عليه this serious problem by finding the best solutions, حلول. One of the most important solutions, حلول, to this problem is that all members أعضاء of the society مجتمع must participate in يشارك في putting an end to وضع حد لthis serious problem. The advantages and disadvantages of having technology in the house. Technology plays an important role in our life, and especially at home. Some people think that it is very beneficial, while others think that it has some downsides. To begin with, technology makes our life more comfortable and easier. For example, the cooker helps us to prepare foods fast. Furthermore, electric sets such as the fridge enables us to keep food from being decayed. Moreover, the conditioner helps us to live comfortably in the winter or the summer. TV brings the latest news to us in no time. The mobile enables us to communicate with people wherever they are. In contrast, modern technology makes people very lazy. They prefer to watch sports instead of doing them. Scientists think that air conditioners may cause some certain diseases. The mobile and television are very harmful to the eyesight. People suffer from obesity as they no longer do physical activity as they used to do in the past. In conclusion, modern technology is a mixed blessing as it has got a lot of advantages and disadvantages. That's why we should be careful about it. Failure is necessary to succeed. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Failure may be the way to success. Success cannot come without failure. It may be impossible to succeed without failure. Failure teaches us about love, relationships, money, business, and people. Failure sets the stage for us to reach our goals. We can use failure as a teaching tool to improve skills like problem-solving, leadership, communication, decision-making, learning, and so on. We tend to work harder. Failure makes us stronger because it is often the push to strive to achieve their goals with greater determination than ever before. Failure prompts us to shut down, which is a good thing because it gives us time to process our pain. On the other hand, success can make you feel positively about what you are doing, and it can give you a reason to keep trying. In addition, many people prefer to forget their mistakes so they can have good memories about the past. In brief, although it is possible to have success without failure, from my point of view, it is better to fail sometimes in order to appreciate success more. A job that you think is rewarding. Working as a doctor isn't an easy job, as it needs a lot of long and hard study, training, and qualifications, but I think it is rewarding. To be qualified to work as a doctor is a continuous hard process that begins when you are a student at school. For example, you need to be intelligent enough to be good at science and English. Moreover, you seem to get the full marks in all subjects of the General Secondary Certificate, as the Faculty of Medicine only accepts the toppers. Furthermore, you have to study hard for more 7 years to qualify as a general practitioner. That's why it needs a lot of patience and determination. Your study is endless even if you finish your faculty. There are new developments in this field every day, so you have to catch up with them. Although it is a very hard job, I think it is rewarding as doctors have high position and income in our society. They are well paid. People respect and appreciate this job. They look up to doctors. In conclusion, working as a doctor is really a challenging job, but it deserves all efforts. A successful disabled person, from her childhood to her adult life, Helen Keller never lost hope or faith. She has shown us that with enough perseverance and hard work, anything can be accomplished. Helen Adams Keller was born in Alabama in 1880. For the first 18 months of her life, Helen lived as any normal child would. When she became 19 months, Helen Keller became ill. Upon recovering, she was unable to see or hear. Keller had become blind and deaf. Her family brought her a tutor to teach her reading and writing. Helen Keller was a well-known author. She wrote 14 books and hundreds of speeches and essays on different topics. She campaigned for those with disabilities, for women's suffrage, labor rights, and world peace. Keller's autobiography, The Story of My Life, publicized her education and life with Sullivan. It was adapted as a play, and this was also adapted as a film under the same title, The Miracle Worker. Her birthplace has been chosen and preserved as a National Historic Landmark. Helen Keller proved that the disabled could do miracles. She was a role model for all people. A review of a book you have read. I have read a novel written by Charles Dickens last week. It is called Oliver Twist. I think it is really a wonderful story that you should read. Oliver is the main character of the story. He was born as an orphan. His father went to prison before his birth, and his mother died while giving birth. He was taken to a workhouse where the orphans were treated badly. He suffered a lot. Oliver was kidnapped by Fagin, a head of a gang, to make him a thief. Oliver refused to be a thief. He was well-natured and honest. The police caught all the gang who went to prison. Oliver found a good benefactor who would support him. He found a good family. The main theme of this novel is that the bad are punished and the good are rewarded. I recommend you should read it. It is really interesting and exciting. مزيد من الموضوعات. Reading. Reading is very important in our life. It's also the cornerstone Hajar al-Zawiya of our culture. It plays a vital role, Dawr Hayawi, in forming tashkil our characters. Reading deepens ta'amak our feelings and knowledge. Ma'rifa. It's important for all of us to acquire, niktasib knowledge and experience khabra in our life. So it's our responsibility, mas'uliyah, to read the books that appeal to tanasib our characters. We should read a lot in our spare time, waqt farag. We should go to libraries and borrow books to read. Besides, reading newspapers makes us know a lot about the world and what is happening around us. I think reading nowadays is available matiyasir, and easy to find through books, newspapers, magazines, and the internet. If you read a lot, you will be a civilized person. 2. Mobile phones. We must take into our consideration nakhud fil i'tibar that this subject is a very important one to talk about, as it plays a vital role in our life and society mujtama'. Mobile phones are a mixed blessing, double-edged weapon, silah dhu hadin, as it has advantages and disadvantages, mumiyazat waryub. Mobile phones are important when we are outside and want to tell the family something. They enable tamakkan us to communicate with others at any time from anywhere. If there is an accident, we can call the police quickly. On the other hand, they are dangerous when we are driving. They can cause accidents. Moreover, they are expensive to some people who are used to them. Some people aren't in need of them, but they want to show off, yastarad. In my opinion, I see them noisy when some people play with their tunes nagamat, especially on trains and buses. so we should use them in time of need only. 3. Disabled people, al-ma'aqeen. We must take into our consideration that this subject is a very important one to talk about, as it plays a vital role in our life and society. The disabled are people are deprived of mahrumin min our abilities. They lost parts of their bodies in accidents or in wars, harub, or those who have some kind of disease marad. They should have the same rights as us. So it's our role towards them to make them feel happiness and to help them adapt to the conditions in the society. They should be encouraged yeshja to do what we do. They should be supplied with yuwaffar lahum suitable equipment ma'adat to help them walk, travel, and so on. As they can't work, they should be given the money they need. We should be kind to them and don't look at them with disgust. Ashmizaz 4. How to protect our environment. We must take into our consideration that this subject is a very important one to talk about, as it plays a vital role in our modern society. It's agreed that we should live in a healthy environment. If we have a look at our environment nowadays, we can find that it's full of killing gases, ghazat qatila, pollution, rubbish komame, and noise. Look at the river Nile. It's like our litter basket, salat muhammilat. We throw everything in it. We pollute it with our hands. Cars cause air pollution as they emit yutlaq dust, turab, and smog dakhan into the air. The carbon dioxide thani oxide carbon, which we release natlaqo into the atmosphere, al-ghilaf jawi, causes great danger. The smoke of factories is harmful to dar aliyas. So it's our duty to keep our environment clean by planting trees, reducing yuqallid the amount of smoke, kamiyat dakhan and carbon dioxide, and punishing mu'aqaba people who pollute the environment. We should drive our cars only when we need. We should clean our homes and streets. 5. Youth shouldn't depend on the government posts wadha'if, but they should run their own business. As a matter of fact, getting a job is very difficult nowadays. On the other hand, sitting without a job is something boring memel. So what can youth do to play an essential role, dawr daruri, in their society? As success in life is something difficult, youth should be armed with musallah, be strong weapons, aslaha qawiyya, such as hard work, determination, tasmim, patience, sabr, and sleepless nights, layali bila noom. The problem of unemployment, batala, is an enemy adu faces youth, so they should run their own business and don't depend on the government, posts, wadha'if, hakumiyya. The energetic youth, shabab nashat, can invade Yagzu the desert and reclaim Yastaslahit. Others can start small projects according to their skills, such as building a shop, buying a taxi, or being a partner, sharik in business with others. Some of the youth can get money from teaching illiterate people, amiyin. The important thing is to think how to be a useful member in your society and don't let yourself be a prey farisa between the hands of addiction and terrorism. Al-idman wal-irhab. 6. Modern inventions. As a matter of fact, this subject is a very important one to talk about, as modern inventions play a vital role in everyone's life. Modern inventions make our life more comfortable than before. Work at factories is done accurately and quickly with the help of modern machines. Thanks to modern means of communication, such as the internet, artificial satellites, telephones, and fax machines, the world is like a small village. We can travel to any place by planes in a very short time. Spaceships and rockets enable us to explore, yastekshif, the unknown, majhula places. The TV is one of the inventions that gives us sports, educational programs, health programs, events, and entertainment tarfi. The washing machine, ghasala, helps housewives do better and easier wash. Modern inventions help man to extend yuwasir the power of his mind. I can't imagine the world without inventions. 7. Smoking. Smoking is one of the main causes of cancer. Smokers have a higher death rate from heart attacks. Smoking affects the heart and blood vessels. Also, it damages the lungs. If you smoke, you are likely to die of a heart attack. Doctors assure that smoking makes the heart beat faster and increases blood pressure. It also reduces the amount of oxygen in the blood. Remember always that your fatal enemy is smoking. Avoid it if you are not a smoker, and give it up at once if you are in the habit of smoking. Cigarette advertising, in my view, should be banned from radios, cinemas, and newspapers. The government should pass strict laws against those who smoke in public places, such as cinemas, buses, trains, and planes. On the other hand, cigarettes should not be sold to teenagers less than 18 years old. Lectures by experts should be given in schools and universities to emphasize the dangers of smoking. 8. Sports. Most people are interested in sports. Actually, sports are of great value, especially for those who work with their brains most of the day. Sports make our bodies strong and healthy. In football games, sports teach the players the merits of cooperation through the spirit of the teamwork. Running and walking activates your circulatory system and makes you enjoy your life. Playing tennis and shooting give you valuable practice in making eyes, brain, and muscles work together in harmony. Tenasek. Moreover, sports teach you patience, obedience, and love of others. A sportsman should own the merit fadila of something called sporting spirit. Sporting spirit is the ability to endure yatamal, hardships without losing your nerves. It is the ability to smile in time of hard knocks, to win without boasting, and to lose without complaining. A sportsman forgets himself in his loyalty to his team. He refuses to be disheartened, muthbat al-hamma wal-azima, when the game is going against him, and accepts his defeat.